So did I always have like a speed skeleton? Because I swear I could jump a lot further before. Oh well. Well, we can literally go through the road, or we can just... There's that ramp over there, but... Well, see, look, it just goes straight into that thing. Okay, maybe not quite. But sure feels like it. Well, at least we built this road, so you know, I'm not too worried about it. Well, well, well. Ask and you shall receive. I think I got something to play before we even get to do anything which could prove troublesome. I want to put this inside, consider home. Or maybe not. Because it gets deteriorated out here. Yep, that's in. Yeah, then it's gonna straight off. Ah, fuck, I forgot to put the glasses, so we're going to see somewhere the point is I throw this cutscene.
Hey, Sam. Thanks for coming back. Got something for you. These are your new cufflinks. They still work as a terminal, but I've added a weapon function. I was able to redesign everything from the ground up after the last connection.
And they're weapons too now.
That's right. Cord cutters. I should explain. BTs are connected to the other side via umbilical cords, right? When those cords bring the matter of our world into contact with the antimatter of theirs, boom, void out. But, just as Deadman theorized, your blood does have unique properties. It can be used to cut a BT's cord. So, I've added that function. Cut the cord of the BT, and it returns to the world of the dead. No BT, no void out. Win-win.
This is, by the way, among the most useful weapons.
These things can cut them loose.
If you can get close enough without them noticing, yes.
Cord snipping super handcuffs.
Right. Let's try them out. Cut the cord connecting us. She's sound asleep. I made sure she got plenty of milk. Just do it. Please, Sam. Set us free. This world was never hers, but all the same, I didn't want her to leave it. Even though she's already lost. Truth is, she's not really my daughter.
The attack and everything, that was all a lie?
No, that part was true. My ovaries can't produce eggs, and Lochna has trouble with her uterus. Long story short, neither of us can have children. I was alright with it. I mean, children, who needs them, I thought. But my sister thought differently. Lochna wanted a child, someone to carry her genes. She fell in love with another member of Bridges, but he died in an accident. She was devastated, of course, as was I. Back then, strong emotions like that, I could feel hers, and she could feel mine. When I sensed her desire to join him, to end it, I went to her and said, let's have a baby. We took one of Lochna's eggs and fertilized it with his frozen sperm. And I carried it to term. A healthy baby grew inside me. But then there was the attack. And our bond was severed. I wanted to tell her. But I was bound to the child. I couldn't just abandon her. But I was wrong. Lochna needs to know. You have to break some ties to forge others. Can't be tied to everything. If we're going to reconnect the world, I need to reconnect with my sister first. So please, Sam. Do it. Take me home to Lochna. Sam, would you sit me up? I haven't been outside in a long time. It's just too much to take in all at once.
You sure? Thought you might be claustrophobic after your time in the rubble.
I'll be fine, so long as I can see out of the bag. The warmth of the light, the touch of the wind, the scent of the world. Lucky you. The two of you are still connected. Okay, Sam. Let's go.
This wasn't exactly necessary, but whatever. I want to make a couple of guns though. No reason. It's because I want to see how many grenades I can put on the pouches. And we can only have so much stuff on our back currently. Oh god, I mean, we had to carry her. Well, there was like... there was a car so that we could just take. So that can help. After, you know, we have to deal with something else.
I had a special surprise prepped and everything. But it looks to me like your hands are full. It's no biggie. You can always tweak the rules a bit.
God damn it, Troy Baker.
Get ready, Sam. It's coming.
Woo! He looks hungry. All you gotta do to make it out alive is not get eaten. Sound like fun? Of course it does.
Run, Sam, run!
Well, we can successfully run away from. Oh fuck! There's 3 of them. Oh god, this is not like one solid entity type of deal. Fuck. All right. There's another one. I think we can have a fair fight if we just reach the bridge. Alright.
You're in the clear.
Alright. Yeah, we just skip that fight altogether because it's 3 of them. We're carrying someone. Not too much. Well, let's pick up a truck like we said we would. Yeah, one of the trucks that was back there. Hey, Sam, we're back here. I need a vehicle. That is parked just right there. Do they always get parked like this? Because I mean, I put the bike over here, but whatever. We'll just for a second. We'll reach another distro center. I will take care of things there. Oh, there's a USB over here, but literally right there. I'll pick it up later. It's literally right there, but I mean. Alright. It's covered in goo. You're covered in goo. It's from Super Mario Wonder, that line, I always say it. Anyway, so. Well, I mean, I'm not sure this type of thing that I should be saying what. Yeah, because a couple of things that, you know, took precedent. On a previous playthrough, I said that my dog was getting an operation, she was getting like her uterus removed. She already did that. She was like 2 days, I think, in recuperation, just, you know, on the bed. She came back and I saw it was like nothing ever happened to the dog. I mean, she's a bulldog and she's very stubborn. And I'm pretty sure that even if she was in pain, she just like pretends nothing happens. Like, I swear, sometimes, not often, she bumps her head onto something and she doesn't make a squeak. She's too stubborn. And too prideful to show any weakness. What a toxic dog. But yeah, she seemed fine. Of course, right, I mean, we the humans know that she's still in recuperation and she just, you know, needs to take it easy, so she's taking it easy now. Funny enough, they didn't put like a cone on her head, you know. Usually they put like a cone on dogs so they just don't leave their wounds or whatever. Well, the doctor was like, she cannot even reach the wound, so.
The hospital I was staying at was crushed by a bridge. Still have nightmares about it.
By a bridge, huh?
Still hear the crack before it all came tumbling down. I've been scared to death of bridges ever since. And yeah. I know how that must sound considering our employer.
Yeah.
I'm scared of the dark too. Don't sleep anymore. Can't.
I mean, you can sleep with it. With the lights on.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying SAM. 100% contaminated suit. All clear.
So, well, our dog is fine. She's just in recuperation. But I swear, man, it's like sometimes she gets a little too excited and we are like, just please take it easy. I have never seen like the scar and because she currently has like, what do they call it, like you know what they do to close the thing up. It's just that I'm thinking that since we're going to go through this area because we need to bring her all the way up, what will be the best thing? We will always have this. Stay on brand. So well, the dog is fine. I think she's going to go to the bed like next week again just to get the sutures. Is that the one I'm looking for? Yeah. I think stitches is probably what I'm looking for. Well, we're going to go next week to get her stitches removed. I have never seen the stitches, but like the other day, like my mom was cleaning the wound. Just as part of the procedure, like it's not like she's bleeding or anything, just, you know, you have to clean it. And I saw them and I was like, those are the biggest stitches I have ever seen. And I say that considering I have been like under the knife like 3 times. And my stitches were not that big. Well, but I guess I just made them a little bigger because, you know, the type of operation and, you know, she's a dog. Dogs don't understand that they need to be like still. Especially her, like, goddamn, like, we don't have her like outside because she didn't start playing with the other dogs. And she gets a little excited. Yeah, I said it before, but when my beagle had her puppies, like we kept 2, and those 2 are, you know, living here. And usually they used to stay like in the roof and stairs. The door to the roof has like a doggy door, and the stairs have like a little gate, so they don't just go downstairs. And our bulldog just likes to going upstairs on the roof and start playing with them. Pretty much by herself because she plays rough. And the other day my mom wanted to print something, and the bulldog just runs all the way to the stairs trying to try to go upstairs, and my mom is like, nope, this ain't happening. Like, guess we do this later. She just wanted to go upstairs to play with the other dogs. But you know, she can't. She needs to be in recovery. She was kind of like confused, like, what, we're not doing this? But again, she needs to be in recovery until they remove the stitches. And we can see if she's just fine to play around with her bodies. Well, so yeah. So she's fine, she's in recovery, and I mean, it's looking good, so you know, just a matter of time. Anyways, one other thing. Yeah, it's just that the story of Mama and Lagni. It always really a fucking plane around here. Well, it's probably just that over there, probably. Why is there like a bridge over there, man? What the fuck is all the way over there? Can you zoom? Oh, it says like zoom, right? So I mean, no, it's with the. What the fuck is over there, man? We'll go adventuring later, alright? Why will they put a fucking bridge over there? Well, anyways, the story of Mama and Lagna just, it always makes me sad because I mean this game came out like 2019, like a couple of months before the pandemic. But like what I'm talking about happens like almost a decade back. I mean, I don't know, I can't remember for certain when it happened, but the youngest of my aunts, of my mother's sisters, she got like married, like, well, that was really like a couple of decades back, but she could never have children. Like, it was always like complications on this, complications on that, and you know, it was a hard thing for her to have. So you know, they went to clinics and stuff like that until she finally could like get pregnant. And sure enough, I think I may be using wrong terminology, but I'm pretty sure you can just fill in the blanks, IVFs or whatever, and she was going to have twins. However, like, I don't know how far into the pregnancy it was, but she was having like a lot of troubles, with the pregnancy. She was always bedridden for how bad it was. Her husband, which you know, my uncle, in-law, he's like a, I don't know what you call it, like, he's like an engineer, like an architect. Well, I think that's what he is. He's an architect. He specializes more in, you know, evaluating the buildings. And I swear, like, I'm pretty sure home office existed everywhere else in the world. But not really here in Mexico. I mean, of course, it existed, but it wasn't like a common thing. Like, at all. Yeah, I'm not saying this like we live like in sand dunes or whatever, but you know, a lot of people don't do home office. Oh, well, didn't do home office before the pandemic. Well, my uncle, I think, was the first person to invent fucking home office around here because he moved everything of his work and made office next to my aunt's bed. Just so he can always be there for her in case of anything. And those were some very rough couple of months. And unfortunately, she lost the babies. I don't say this often, but if there has been a time where, you know, I felt like my heart breaking, it was that time. I mean, it's worth to think that if not happened to me, it happened to them. So I cannot even begin to consider how they felt. I know they were devastated, but it's very different to hear about it, think about it, maybe see it, to you know, feeling it. We were all heartbroken because of that.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridge.
So this, you know, a story about Logny
Clear.
and Mama. The moment I saw it, just
Will be locked until departure.
I always think of that time,
Sam Porter Bridges.
and those were very difficult times. All right. Yeah, well, we won't be able to auto pay shit. I think we're going to do the same strategy. We're just going here, go over here, and you know, all the way up. My issue's been my, you know, my weapon, because if we get like BT, it's going to be a little annoying. I'm a bit worried also about the mules, but I'm pretty sure it will be mostly fine. Anyways, so what happened after that?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Well, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. When something like that happens, it really strains on the marriage. On any marriage. But despite all of that, my uncle and my aunt always stick through and through. And then years after, like a lot of years after, they decide to try again. And like I said, like my aunt was really heartbroken because of that, and scared too, because she lost the babies. Like they went to check, and you know, there were no response on them. She was really going to give herself for her babies. I mean, that's a personal decision people can take, alright? I mean, it's a very complex topic, but that was her decision. But in the end, just, you know, they didn't make it. Look at that. I don't know, not about to get down and start my shootout. I'm pretty sure the integrity of the hull is going to be fine. However, I think we cross like over. I think we cross like. What the hell's going on, Sam? I didn't know, just a couple of mules. Or we work here. Well, they're not going to follow us up to the feet of the mountain, so you know, we're technically are fine already. Especially here. Use them fun with PTs. Well, let's see if we can just do this successfully. Yeah, thank you. Someone to help to bring material to the weather station. Like right now, we must have been right. Anyways. So years after the fact, and you know, with much consideration, because I mean, like I said, we almost lost her too, so they decided to try again. And this time around, there were zero complications whatsoever. I mean, it's like, you even wonder if she was pregnant. I mean, clearly she was, because you know, the belly. But when you compare to the other time, She was 100% fine, no complications whatsoever. So then she had, you know, what will eventually be her daughter. And this year is going to be, you know, November is going to be her 3rd year anniversary of that. We call them birthday, by the way. Funny that I live here. The road? Nothing to do, same as before. So well, she has been a healthy child ever since. You know, she gets sick every now and then, but you know, as kids do. But no complications. Everything was fine. It was like nothing ever happened before. I really love that little brat. I mean, she's technically my cousin, but considering the age disparity and difference, I feel more like the uncle.
Hey, Sam. Do you remember your own birth? I remember being inside the womb. I wasn't alone. I could hear my mother's heartbeat. Hers and Lochna's. We were conjoined twins. One and the same before we were born. But then they tried to separate us with surgery. The operation was successful. We were still one. We knew each other's thoughts without saying a word. My joy was her joy. Her pain was my pain. And no distance was too great for us to overcome. Some might call it a kind of telepathy. Divided in body, joined in spirit. We had a beach just for us, one we shared. Our own private chiral network, you might say. With Cupids, we can build one that will let everyone share what Lochna and I have. I saw it all laid out before me after I signed up for Bridges. A network that could unite everyone, no matter how scattered or different. That would make us whole. It wouldn't be about bringing people into line. It would be about bringing them into the fold, where they would share and share alike. I knew it could change the world. With Amelie's help, we finalized the Cupid design. But after the attack and the birth, everything changed. For the first time in my life, Lochna wasn't there. But I'm not alone anymore. I can feel her again. She's close. Thank you, Sam. I feel whole again. You and me, sis. Me and you. I'm sorry, Lochna.
I'm surprised how, you know, Kojima can make such bizarre worlds. Like, there's a PT rain going in the background,
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
the down arrow rainbow,
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
and yet put a sense of familiarity on it. Just, you know, people are still people in the end. And you don't get to see that much. People feel always compromised to make like such a grandiose story, and trying to put human aspects is, it feels like a second place for anything for them. So this game really managed to do it.
Lincoln, no. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I love you so much. It's good to hear your voice again. I shouldn't have kept you in the dark. Tried to save her. I couldn't. You don't have to say it anymore. Look, man. You need to fix his Cupid. I couldn't save our child, but you can save our world. Only you. I love you. You hear me? Forever. And always. Now, make the world whole, okay? Just like you make me.
Alright. Alright, what did I do? Just fucking damage, man. Well, at least you're gonna name. We got 2 achievements in one go.
All that she went through. I had no idea. I thought she'd severed our bond on purpose, that she stole our child and ran. I fixed your Cupid like she asked. The limiter should be functioning properly now. There is one thing. Before I sat down to work, I took a long, hard look at the code. I'm pretty sure someone's tweaked it. Either that, or my memory's going to pieces.
Someone rewrote your code?
Rewrote might be overstating it, let's just say it wasn't the latest version I released. And yet, because of it, I was finally reunited with Malingen. Could be we found our culprit already. She died beneath the rubble, with our child still inside her. Her Ka passed over to the other side, but her Ha remained, bound to our dead daughter. She knew all of this, of course. That's why she kept one cuff loose. Didn't want anyone seeing her vitals. Shame she couldn't use her favorite invention. She did all that to keep me and our daughter safe.
Oh, the cargo carnival. This is a new one. The Director's Cut.
Sis? I can hear you. We're whole again. We're one. Like before in the womb, remember? Malingen. Lochna.
Well done, Sam. Thanks to you, Edge Knot City is finally within reach. And you, Lochna. Your work will help ensure that the Chiral network remains online. Together, we might just make it all the way west. Now then, Sam, there's something else you ought to know. We've been studying the data from when you claim you encountered those soldiers. We had audio, which doesn't paint a complete picture on its own, but the languages, the names, and terms we picked out, the munitions we could identify, everything seems to indicate that you were on a battlefield over 100 years ago. World War I, to be precise. It wasn't a dream. Wasn't a hallucination. Maybe you were spirited away to another dimension or something. Given the time discrepancies, maybe you were sent to a beach. Can't say anything for certain. That said, I've never heard of a beach turned into a battlefield. But beaches are shaped by the will of the people who inhabit them. Perhaps Hartman can offer a more rational explanation. Beaches are his specialty. Unfortunately, he's still outside the Chiral network. Anyway, get some rest. No use dwelling on questions we can't answer yet.
Oh, so this place is connected now. Why is it 30? I'm too tired to think of my workloads. Okay, sometime. Let's check those mails. I mean, because I'm thinking electrical liquids. It's funny how seeing cutscenes make me tired. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm so bored, but it's more like you kind of forget that you're playing, and it's like, well, I guess I should call it quits type of deal. Because when I was playing, like, you know, that segment of carrying mom all the way to the distro center, I wasn't thinking, man, I'm tired. But after the cutscene, it's like, well. You're not gonna believe this, Sam, but that porter I hired, smart as shroom, from 2 ships. Hello? But by the time I nailed down the location of the second, it had been snatched by terrorists. Just the way each person talk confidently different. Should have figured out sooner. Thought I'll master your system, you know? Took my eye off of the ball for a second. Fuck! But I brought the ship back to base already too. You gotta get it back, Sam. These ships are my only chance. Get your ass to the distro center north of the Mountain Knot City to grab that order. I don't know, because I only know one person who says shroom, but whatever. The porter had not 1 but 2 ships. Alright. Mountain Knot City is not part of the UCA. Logney explained all about how it was all a big misunderstanding. What a relief. The tower's all gone too, thanks to that bomb. This is gonna sound weird, but you know the other tech on Mama's left shoulder? Didn't used to think much of it, but someone told me it was a symbol of her atonement. She did betray Logney after all, even if terrorism might have been to blame. Couldn't help to think herself as a fallen angel after that. Forever barren from joining Logney Heaven. Like, how was it, Tibu? That one winged fella who followed Beelzebub down to Egypt once upon a time to cause trouble for Moses. Well, I know I'm going to need to look that one up. Guess Mama was feeling poetic when she redesigned her roller trick and used it to comfort her dead child. It's strange, maybe, thought. I suppose she was already dead herself. Looks like all of that is in the past now. The misunderstanding has been resolved and the sisters are whole again, thanks to you, Sam. Mama finally worked up the courage to cut the cord and send her baby onto the other side where it belongs. It was the right thing to do for the kid, so the two are one. And the fallen angel got a second chance just as well, because no one's ever really beyond redemption, I would like to think. So I guess when she cut the cord, she herself, you know, her soul grabbed the baby. Now that we just, you know, pulling all this. Anyways. Oh well. That's enough of that, I guess. I mean, I got like 13 more minutes to record. Well, 9 actually, but... Well, I think it should call it quits here. Oh, I'm glad you can do this. They told Norman Reedus, start making silly poses in front of a mirror. Okay, I guess I'll do that. So I guess that's that. I got a new thing for the equipment? Oh yeah, the whatever thing. It's because we got like the stabilizer for the backpack. And what it does is if you're tripping and shit around, it's going to help you to avoid that. Which I don't even know if I use it. I think it's actually big though.
Stabilizers. They help you stay upright if you stumble. When you attempt to regain your balance, they automatically engage their attitude control system to provide assistance. And if that isn't enough to stop you falling over, they'll reduce the impact for you and your cargo.
Well, this can't be though. Look at that shit. Well, at that point, you just might as well just play better, I guess. But in case you need it. Well, anyways, I guess that's that, so thank you so much for watching. Guess I'll see everyone. Take care. Remember to stay safe. Brush your teeth, flood your teeth, drink water, and... Well, guess I'll see you guys later. Bye now.